It looks like it's going to be another lovely day in Cornwall today, so we are going to make the most of it and walk the dogs in the forest. We are also going to meet up with a friend with her collie, and yeah, enjoy a nice walk with tiny humans. Not sure how much we're going to be able to film, but hopefully we'll get a couple of bits here and there. So yeah, it's going to be nice because we can finally kind of rely on the fact it's not going to rain. I mean, now I've said that, I'm sure the weather will change again, but it's nice to know that I was just getting down about the weather and the winter never ending rather than because I was actually down.
She's like, I don't normally get to play with you, Kia. Normally we work. Go on, off you go. I am really excited that everything is opening up again. The agility season is starting to be in full swing. We're back out training outside. It is really filling up my cup for sure. This is the course that we were working on through this session. We did have a couple of points where we struggled. As you can see, Callie's got a regulator on the A frame just to help with her contact, and also still got the guides on the weaves. This is where we were kind of struggling. It's this check and then like background this jump into the tunnel. It took us a few attempts through the session to get that, but we managed to get there. And then just behind this dog walk, it might be quite small, but there is a seesaw, and we need to work on slowing down Callie's dismount from the seesaw because we want to make it really clear to the judge when we're competing that she's got that contact. So if you don't know, the seesaw has to bang on the ground with the dog still on the contact zone. They can't like jump off before the seesaw has touched the ground, basically. Callie has never done that up until this point, touch wood, but she doesn't like stay on very long. I don't think she particularly likes the bang. She tolerates it, but what we do is we put a target mat, we strap a target to the top and put some liver paste treat on there, so she can, like, as the seesaw's going down, she gets to eat the treat, and then it also delays her dismount from the seesaw. So that's what we've been trying, but I also need to remember that we need to wait because I think I don't help and just try and run off.
We went to one of my favourite farm shops on the way back from agility, and had a lovely catch up with a friend. I've got some lemon drizzle cake for later on as well as a little sweet treat. Agility was lovely, had a great time, but my asthma was playing up big time because the wind was like, I was running forwards and the wind just felt like it was coming from either side. And yeah, my lungs were struggling, but it was our first session outside, and I naively thought that I was over asthma, but clearly I'm not, and we're just about to head into hay fever season, so wish me luck with that. But all being said, I am really pleased that we are back outdoors doing agility. I need to remember to stop on a seesaw so Callie can get her leaky mat treat thing, and so she then eventually slows down her seesaw too, because at the moment we kind of egg each other on and just keep going and like keep running. In training we're trying to slow it down, so it just so that it's like very obvious that she has like made that contact on the seesaw, so we need to keep doing that. But other than that, she did really well. We've got a regulator on the A frame. We're going to get a regulator on the dog walk because she understands the criteria, but again, like the seesaw, we just want to make sure they're really deep contacts and consistent. Whereas at the moment, she is consistent, but they're quite high contacts, so it would be easy for a judge to like misinterpret that she's missed something. Anyway, I think we have got a competition coming up actually, which is probably what I'll next film. I don't think we've got any other agility before then. But yes, it's the KST, it's the final KST show, so that's quite sad, quite upsetting. It is, isn't it? Hopefully it will go well. I would love to add, this is the KST show rosette that we got back in January, February. It would be great to add another one to our collection. However, because it's the last show, there are so many entries. Like, I got the running order through and Callie's 64, which has just never happened, which is like lovely because everyone wants to support the last show, but it's bittersweet, obviously.
We did manage to squeeze in one last training session with our friend who's got a bunch of agility equipment in one of her fields. This little segment is just us having a bit of fun at the end of the session. We were trying to work out how to do this seesaw and then get up so she could then turn around and do the dog walk. But I worked out that I could layer it, so that was pretty fun to do. But she doesn't layer a jump. I don't know. We're working on it. But yeah, we were mainly trying to practice weaves, as you can see, and there are no guides on these weaves because I was worried that we'd done a lot of training with guides on with our main trainer, so I wasn't really sure how it would go if we didn't put the guides, or she didn't have the guides in the competition. So actually this training session with my friend was really reassuring because it showed me that actually the guides have done their job. They are helping her to see the entry point, and actually she was way more focused than she has been for ages doing these weaves, and we did them both sides as well, as you can see, and she didn't pop out. And yeah, overall a great training session, and I'm really looking forward to the show. We've managed to find a last minute space on a kind of double workshop thing. So we're doing another training session before our competition tomorrow. Don't forget your ball, Kelsey. Let's get that. Lovely ball. I've been thinking I need to get one of those ball tug toys because I think they'll be handy. For you, Miss Ball Lady. You excited? Let's sort your leg out. There we go. You excited? You're going to do good. Good practicing. Come on in. Good girl. I really didn't know what to expect from this workshop because I literally booked a last minute place for someone who couldn't attend, and we booked that like an hour and a half before the workshop took place. But anyway, we ended up working on a lot of threadle wraps, which is really fun because we're still learning them. I've definitely chosen my cue for it, my verbal cue. We're going for push push, just so that, because I think I'll remember that. Sorry, my brain's a mess today. So once we decided what the verbal cue was, we were experimenting with different hand signals, and we're toying with one-handed versus two-handed. So that's what we did for the first part of the session. And as you can see, we then sequenced it at distance, and Callie did really well actually. It really surprised me. I did not think she'd be this consistent considering this is like our second proper session on them. Anyway, we then moved on to the weaves, and this was another great time to practice before the show. This was literally the morning before the show. As you can see, the weaves are set up quite close to the wall, so Callie did start getting a bit hesitant, and at some point we then switched because she just kept popping out, so we switched and did them the other way, which you'll see in a second, and then Callie got them. So I think we agreed that it was probably the fact she was running straight into a wall that she didn't like. But yeah, we sequenced the weaves as well, tried that a few times, and overall I can definitely see a difference in her weaves compared to the start of this year. Obviously there's still a work in progress. I mean, they're kind of one of those things that we'll always have to perfect and tweak, I think, but it was really good to be able to again do some weaves in context in a little mini sequence before the show with no weave guides on, because it's given me the confidence that actually I'm not being unreasonable asking her to go and find those weaves. And yeah, she did really well. The last little exercise we did were some of these zips, these back threadle slices. I can never remember, there's so many different names for everything. But yeah, she was doing really well with these and got them in sequence, even when I messed up the cue and told her to go into the tunnel, but I meant that she needed to do the jump. But yeah, she did really well. And as part of this workshop, we're actually having sessions with 2 trainers. So after this session, we finished on another set of weaves and she did them really well. So that was it. We decided that was the end of the day. Perfect, leave it on a high type thing. And then we moved over to the other trainer, who is my usual trainer, and we were working on getting her to drive forward without me. And yeah, that was kind of the main focus of this section of the workshop, which was really fun. And Callie does like working at distance. She just needs clear directions from me and like clear hand signals, because as you can see, my trainer's no longer there to kind of like mirror her around. And yeah, it's just really fun. She's definitely, you can see that she's returned to her confident self that she was when we first started our agility journey. Like when we were first doing our foundations course, she was so like psyched to be there, so keen, so happy. And she just kind of lost her spark for a little bit for the last like 6 months or so, which I get. We've had a lot of changes. There's been a tiny human arrive. Like I was obviously trying to continue running while pregnant, and like hormonally everything was up in the air, which I do think affected Kalsu. But honestly, it brings me so much joy to see her back having the best time doing her job. She takes it so seriously, bless her. But she absolutely lives for it, and I'm so glad that like I've got that Kalsu back, because for a while I was worried that perhaps we'd have to quit. But I'm so glad we don't, and obviously I would happily quit if it was in the best interest of Callie, but actually I can see now that she just lacked a lot of it. Was like she had a confidence hit, and actually she's now way back and better than ever. So I'm really excited for this competing season, because I really do think we can get ourselves out of grade 1. I know I keep parroting on about that, but that is our main goal for this competing season. So yeah, hopefully we'll be able to share that victory with you soon. But in the meantime, we're just enjoying training and shows and everything.
We finished our workshop, time to find everyone else. Had a very good session. She got her weaves most of the time. Come here. Wait for that car. Come on in. Gotta go find the others. I'm carrying like half the house, because we didn't think this through, did we? But yeah, we've got our competition tomorrow. I'm really hopeful that we might go clear in at least one class. There's 3 classes, 2 graded and 1 combined, I think. Excuse the look of camping chair around my neck. But yeah, I'm really hopeful that we go clear in at least one of the classes. I mean, if we could grade up tomorrow, that would be absolutely amazing. But even just like 1 win towards grade 2 would be amazing. But her weaves have definitely improved. Let me just pick up her poo. But yeah, her weaves have improved so much in the last couple of days. So I'm really hopeful that tomorrow we might actually get clear, or at least not faulted on the weaves. That's the like main goal. But if we could go clear and win out grade 2, I'd be absolutely ecstatic. Right, let's go find the rest of the gang and the truck so I can offload some of this.
Our first run of the day was the jumping, which Kalsu decided she needed to miss the start jump and run up those like steps that you used to get on a horse. As you can see, she's totally wired, and this judge was definitely so lenient and so nice. I definitely would have given her some refusals here, but they didn't. Also, this filming quality is not the quality. This is genuinely how dusty it was in this arena. There was an equestrian event the day before, and they didn't like treat the floor or like moisten it properly, so literally it was just a dust chaos, which was great for my asthmatic lungs. Anyway, we got eliminated on this one because I said right instead of left, so completely my fault. Chippies! Kalsu, you did amazing, even though you got an E because I said right instead of left. I'm sorry. She's staring at me like, sort yourself out, lady. But you found your weaves. She stared at the chips. Yeah, say Kalsu, well done for finding your weaves. Oh. This agility class just wasn't for us. The leads were taken off of Callie and they leant like round her back, which she doesn't like because she's had a tail amputated. She instantly fell for the trap and went for the dog walk instead of the tunnel, so I tried to make a small sequence out of the seesaw, but she pulled away. At the time I didn't realise why, but actually it's because she can hear the tiny human, so yeah, we abandoned that one. Instant elimination, but never mind.
Oh, Kalsu, that agility didn't go to plan, did it? But it's okay, you tried. I think you got a bit spooked when they took the lead, because they went behind you, didn't they? You don't really like it when people are near your tail, because you got it amputated. That's okay. There's still one jumping to do, and I think you'll really like it. It's really runny and twisty, and hopefully you'll get the weaves. Although I think everyone else is withdrawn, because it's such a long day, and everyone else has gone home, so you might be the only grade 1 dog there. Should we see if you can go clear? Should we see if you can go clear? Go clear, Kelsey.
So it turns out I can't read show schedule things properly, and actually there were a few grade ones who hung around like us until the last class of the day. This was such a fun class. It was actually really well worth the wait. I'm gutted because she got this refusal for this jump. Oh, so annoying. But I didn't say the jump cue. I said go. She didn't know where to go. That's fine. I'm still glad we managed to layer that tunnel though. And look at these weaves. She found them herself. I gave her a steady command. I told her the weaves. She got them straight off. Absolutely thrilled about that. But apart from that refusal, it was a really great run.
I can't believe it. We came first. The last class of the day. And we came first. They'd run out of the large rosettes that they normally have because obviously it was the last class of the day. So we got a small rosette with first place written on it and this wooden trophy, which is amazing. I haven't had a picture of Kelsey yet with it because it was dark by the time we finished, but how amazing. And she did so incredibly well with both sets of weaves. In both of those jumping classes today, I couldn't have asked for more from her. I'm so glad we've got our mojo back because a few months ago, I thought Kelsey had fallen out of love with the sport, which would have been totally fine. But yeah, thankfully that's not the case, and with a few changes we are back on top form, full of confidence, and yeah, the rosettes are just proof of that and all of our hard work recently, especially the weaves. Anyway, we've chatted too long. Thank you so much for watching this video. We will see you next time.